the number 19 team in the country, the BYU Cougars, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up and get this bowl game underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So BYU's offense will go to work first. This is a big-time quarterback that we're going to be seeing today, but getting the job done against a defense like this, what words of wisdom do you have for him, Jesse?
Well, I think you've got to prepare like you've never prepared before, and that's one thing he told us. He spent extra time in the film room. He spent extra time on the field after practice all week because I think he understands the challenge that lies ahead of him. He knows this is easily the best defense that they face this year, so we're going to put his skills to the test in this one.
Hey, they're going to make it hard, right? There's not going to be any layups. Like most of the time, you know, he's had his way. He's feasted on so many defenses. They're going to make you earn it. They're going to make you go the length of the field. They're going to see if you can be patient. They're going to see how you respond to adversity. So some challenges coming his way for sure.
The Cougars moving quickly to the line. Looking to throw, it's St. Clair. Fires to the wideout. With the catch, it's Phillips. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. Finding an escape route. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
The Cougars are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Quarterback on the keeper. Turning it on! He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. BYU has this offense clicking. They'll move the tight end. Give to the running back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, BYU!
We know a lot of offenses like to script their opening 10 plays going into games. They practice it over and over and over again throughout the week, and you just saw flawless execution on the opening drive by the offense. A nice job mixing in pass and run, getting different guys involved here early. They cap it off with a nice run late, but what a great job to take control of this game. And the offense, they've got it moving now.
The LSU Tigers offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. We're just going to see what they do today.
Shoots it to the left. Got his man downfield. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Use the play fake. Now to throw. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He holds it in and nobody's close. Touchdown, Tigers. All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. On target to the left. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
BYU lines up quickly.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. After the last run, would you just give it to him again on 3rd down? Back to pass, it's St. Clair. He's got the tight end. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the 1st down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. He'll pull it on the read. That play just got wrecked. 3rd and 1, and they went backwards. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. And that is no good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. LSU doing what it always does when they're really good, moving the ball on the ground.
Yeah, trying to find that physical. They get so many great players across the country. LSU has the pick of people in Louisiana. Everybody wants to come there, and you can tell they always find great talent, and they're always able to run the football.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Fires to the right. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Wants to throw again. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Rush is on him. They've got the screen set up. Across the 25. Oh, he's got some space. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now 1st and goal. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the... He's going for the goal line. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover. Well, this is not what the doctor ordered in terms of starting field position. To the air, it's St. Clair. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Cougars in the hurry-up. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive turns.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
To the air on 1st down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Some early drama here. We're all even at the end of one of this postseason showdown. Let's take a look at the stats so far. We've got a good one on our hands here. Let's hope we keep those good vibes going here in the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
A lot of urgency for this offense.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Finds the tight end. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Got it in the middle. It's Mitchell. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. They're going to run it. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The give to the tailback. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
A lot of times on second down, you're thinking pass, especially second maybe in a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, BYU!
And that is the perfect way to cap off this drive. This thing started way back on their 2-yard line, and they methodically marched it down the field. You saw a little bit of everything on this drive, so at the very end, you pay it off. Really nice job running down in the red zone for the score.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Dropping back, it's Carr. Hauls it in. Makes one man miss. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. From the 39-yard line, it's first and 10. The running back has it. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Here comes the offense on second down. On the move, it's Durham. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. They'll send the back in motion. On the direct snap, it's Durham. There he goes. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. You can't let our serve get broken.
BYU right back to the line. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Makes a nice grab at the 25. He only needs a sliver of daylight. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. Still on his feet at the 45. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Tigers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Here comes the option. Now the pitch. Breaks into the open. He's at the touchdown, LSU. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And the big play starts with the quarterback making the right decision. Get the defense to come to him, pitching the football, and Jesse, the running back, catches it and does the rest.
He does, and he also had good blocking downfield, too. Some of those receivers outside helping him out, but, man, with his speed when he's on the perimeter, the options executed that well, it is virtually impossible to stop.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. That's caught. It's Brooks. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Got it behind the line. It's Guerrero. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Back to throw, it's St. Clair. Here's the pressure. He'll try to do it himself. At the 45 on his way. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. BYU with the 1st and 10.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that.
Makes the grab down the left side. Touchdown, Cougars! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
The Tigers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Sends it back in motion. After the run, now to throw. Picked off. A rare misread and mistake from this quarterback. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Back to throw, it's St. Clair. Fires to the tight end. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Cougars.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Quickly to the tight end. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. LSU right back to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Sends it downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking downfield very late in the half. Finds his man. It's Sampson. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Here comes the heat. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. BYU about to kick it off to open the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. To the air, it's Carr. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Got the quick pass. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move. They'll snap it from the 39, first and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, he still got him on the turf. The Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert third and short from the 30? Grab near the sticks. It's Dura. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
And I like it. Third down and short, and this offense stays aggressive, and now they're set up. Forget the field goal. We're not looking for 3 now. Now set up in a first and goal, trying to get a
touchdown, Bayou Bengals. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
Really nice job between the quarterback and tight end on that play. In this area of the field, these windows are really small, so you've got to have great timing. QB and tight end showed you right there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. And the Cougars are in the hurry-up. Running back searching for a hole. Turning it on! They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Scanning the field, it's St. Clair. Fires one high and deep. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
And you can tell he thought he had his receiver down the field to make a big play. But how about the defender? Great job running with the receiver, turning his head, finding the football, knocking it away, and making sure that receiver doesn't get the big play.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. The marker rests at the 39, and that's what they need here on third down. The snap sets up the throw. They're setting up the screen. And he'll be marked down right there, still short of the first down.
Man, this defense is so athletic in their front 7. They're able to fight off the blocks on that third down screen play, make the tackle, now setting up fourth down.
Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this when ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Got a good one going here. All tied up in the third. It's 2nd and 10. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory. Gets 15 and a first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll ride the hot hand. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Right on the money. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to him in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And the field goal unit will stay put as the head coach decides to go for it on 4th down. He'll keep it on the sneak. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Going for 6. Touchdown, Tigers! And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Off play action. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Throws to the wideout. This time it's complete. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a 1st down, and we'll see if they get another playoff here in the 3rd. Guys, LSU has the lead here, and sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
BYU lines up quickly. From the gun. Give on the inside. And he's brought down after a nice gain. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. He'll do it himself. Quarterback gets him up. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The Cougars back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. From the red zone, looking for a space. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And the defense is finally able to find an answer for this quarterback's legs. He's been killing them early in the game, already over 40 yards rushing. Here we are now, though, in the second half. And it looks like they've made a few adjustments. That time, they were able to get in the backfield, get to him, and bring him to the ground.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. It'll be a draw. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Good, right down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4.
And I think I understand the thought process of the offense here. You cut into the lead. Now a touchdown wins it. I might have stayed a little bit more aggressive, but they obviously trust their defense, and they're trying to get the football back to this offense and trying to make plays late in the 4th quarter.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll leave it with him. Into the pile, maybe got 1. He stopped at the 21.
I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late.
Going downfield for the big play. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25. Tough run gets it into the red zone, and they down at the 17.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff to teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Got enough space. Touchdown, LSU! You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Pulls it in. It's Phillips.
And they get the completion, and they get out of bounds, which is obviously important to stop the clock. But what's really important now is it's 4th down. And that made it more manageable, but obviously the clock is not as important as making sure you get this 4th down conversion.
Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Great place to start for this offense. They go to the ground. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Caught near the sticks. It's Watkins. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. LSU lining up 1st and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. A 1st down run in the red zone. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They need 7 more yards to reach the end zone. It's 2nd and goal. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Now, a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the 4th quarter.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football.
Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Tigers. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
Really got to be impressed with the defense here. Late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job. Not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You'd think that should do it now to get the win.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Back to throw. It's St. Clair. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's taking the deep shot. Can't hook up on the long throw, and 4th down goes by the boards for this offense. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Off play action on 1st down. Fires to the right. Intercepted! Oh, what a play! He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands with no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21. Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Off the play fake. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants a big play here late. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On 4th down, trying to find his man. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Grabbed behind the line. It's Thurman. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season. Also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense. Looking for the end zone. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Fires into the end zone. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. And it's a fake. He's looking to pass. And they thought they could pull off the surprise. Well, the surprise was on them. A stop. Boy, you look smart when it works out, but when it goes awry, you are left to second-guess yourself. Oh, they're after him. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Looking to throw at St. Clair. And the rush will get to him at the 25. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like